Hey y'all, Irix Guy here, and I get this question quite a bit, especially on YouTube. And that question is, what is the best one watch? You know, you may not intend to become a watch collector, you just want one watch, and what would be the best one watch to purchase? And there's a lot of things to take into consideration with that. That's a very, very complicated question, but what I'll do within this video is break it down. So one thing you'll want to do, and again, shout out to AC3 Archibald Chesterfield III. He's someone, when I first started my watch journey, I had an Omega Seamaster 300M, which is a great piece, but after watching his videos, I learned a lot more, and you know, it educated me when I added additional pieces. As I added additional pieces going forward, you know, what was worthy of adding and what stuff I should pass up. So if you're only going to have one watch, you know, the one thing I would recommend is that it's a sports watch instead of a dress watch. There's a lot of reasons why. Typically, a dress watch is very fragile. You know, if you run into a wall or you're at the office and run into a cubicle or whatever, you know, typically a dress watch will scratch. A sports watch is typically waterproof. A sports watch often has a screw-down crown. You know, they're typically better able to take abuse, and they've often got brushed bracelets and cases versus stuff that's shiny and shows scratches more. The first watch that I ever bought, the Omega Seamaster 300M, is a prime example of a perfect one watch. It's a sports watch, but it's highly water resistant. You can swim with it. It's got a rotating die bezel on it. The bracelet on it is brushed. It's just a really good one watch, and it's easy to wear, you know, at the pool. Also wear it out to a formal occasion. It's a very versatile watch. So if you're looking for a one watch, an Omega Seamaster 300M is a great one to consider. Now I recommend the one with the blue wave dial. You know, it's obviously also referred to as the James Bond watch. The other one watch that I would recommend, it's hard to recommend today just because of the, and I don't want to go into the politics of it, but if you go into a Rolex authorized dealer, the chances are that all you're going to find is you're probably going to find precious metals pieces. You're probably going to find date just and maybe some Oyster Perpetuals, but you're probably not going to find the sports watches. And for that reason, because of the whatever's creating the shortage of Rolex, it's hard for me to recommend a Rolex on today's market, because gray market dealers are selling pre-owned Rolexes at a hefty premium over the suggested retail price. So to be able to walk in, the days of being able to walk into an authorized dealer and purchase a sports watch from Rolex is pretty it's pretty much a thing of the past. But before that was the case, and I've had this one I think for 7 or 8 years, but the Submariner non-date, and again non-date because it doesn't have the date. The date, if you add a date on the Submariner, it adds that thing called the Cyclops, which basically sticks up on the sapphire crystal, and it also messes up the symmetry of the watch. The Rolex non-date, this is the 114060 with ceramic bezel. This is an example of a great one watch in my opinion, because it's got a, unlike the Omega, this one has an in-house movement, and my Omega is an older Omega, which was before Omega was doing in-house. But yeah, this has an in-house movement. It's got ceramic bezel, which shouldn't fade, shouldn't scratch. You know, the bezel looks just like it did new. That's an advantage to me. Some people like the aluminum bezel references just because they develop a better patina, and they're not as shiny. So you can see this is kind of shiny because it's ceramic. So there's, I mean, I would, you know, if it's a one watch, I would definitely consider the Omega Seamaster 300M, and those are still very easy to find. Hey y'all, Captain Irix Guy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/Irix Guy. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.